As the summer tourism season winds down, we thought we'd bring in Jim Bence, the president and CEO at Hospitality Saskatchewan, for a summertime retrospective. Jim, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for coming in. So I say retrospective. Am I correct in that? As the summer hospitality season ended, is there like a hard reset on Labor Day, or?
Yeah, typically this is when we take the great word, the reset. I think that for folks that had geared up for the summertime, it was an exceptional summer, I think, across Saskatchewan. And now with the folks, now that we're back into the fall season, we prepare for a busy October, November, and particularly December Christmas season coming up. So we've got a lot of transition, particularly with staff. We've got our summer staff that are now back at school for the most part. And we're just really anticipating more strong numbers for the third and fourth quarter.
Okay, so it was strong then. Certainly one of the more interesting summers as far as traveling was concerned. Did we see some good outcomes?
Oh, we certainly did. I think that between the talks of tariff and some of the 51st state comments that were coming out of the United States, it really did have an impact on customers' buying decisions. And there was a lot of people in Canada, across Canada, that made the decision to stay in Canada or travel to Europe, and particularly within the provinces. We saw that in Saskatchewan, where cross-border travel by air or by car dropped significantly, and we did see it in our numbers again across the province. So there was that benefit to us, much like what we saw in COVID. A lot of staycations happened, and a lot of people explored what we have to offer here in Saskatchewan. So that translated into very good numbers with occupancy and with revenues. So we're really pleased with how the summer turned out for us. Other than the wildfires, which are very unfortunate, that did have an impact earlier in the summer, but we did finish strong.
Okay, yeah, we talked earlier this year about maybe there's a silver lining to all this unrest in the United States, but there's also a definite negative. Tariffs impacting costs and some other aspects of business. Has any sense on the scope of that in the sector?
We'll be finding out soon. I think a lot of the impacts of the tariffs are still yet to come. And with revenues being so razor thin in many parts of our sectors of our industry, particularly in the food and beverage piece, there's a lot of anxiety that's out there. And as we try to gear up, I anticipate how do we budget for the coming year, whether it's on the expense line with wages, particularly on the side of product. What are we going to see as far as impacts go? We do know in the States a lot of product, for a variety of reasons, didn't come off the fields, and we know that there's a direct impact on that to us. Some of the reasons in the States have to do with either employment or with tariffs for them not being able to get their produce, again, out of the fields and to other parts of the world. And that will impact us. We will see costs going up. So we're trying to brace ourselves for that. But again, COVID gave us a pretty good playbook to rely on. So we're already starting to see operators starting to manage their expenses in a way that they're anticipating some tough times.
All right, really quickly, Jim, we're out of time. Any quick message heading into the fall for us, the travelers who access these hospitality services?
Go out and have some fun. Stay local if you can. I know a lot of people have planned some trips, but of course we've got a lot to offer here in Saskatchewan. And just stay safe, stay at home in the province, and really enjoy yourself. Explore the things that we found earlier this year.
All right, Jim Bence, the president and CEO at Hospitality Saskatchewan. Thank you so much for a few minutes.
Thank you, Jeremy. Really appreciate it.